Hello and welcome. Today, we're continuing on the life and times of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Our guide for this exploration is the renowned biography Arahiq al-Maktoum, or The Sealed Nectar, by Saifur Rahman al-Mubarak Pori. Chapter 5.1, Part 1. The Prophetic Family. The family of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is known as the Hashemite family, named after his great-grandfather, Hashim bin Abmanaf. Let's dive into the rich history of Hashim and his descendants. Hashim, the great-grandfather of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was a man of great honor and responsibility. His real name was Amr, but he earned the nickname Hashim because he used to crumble bread for the pilgrims, a gesture of his immense generosity. Hashim was tasked with the significant duty of providing food and water to the pilgrims, a responsibility he shared with the sons of Abmanaf and Abdaddar. Known for his wealth and honesty, he was the first to offer pilgrims sopped bread and broth. Hashim was also a pioneer in commerce. He initiated the courageous summer and winter trading journeys, enhancing the prosperity of his people. He traveled as a merchant, including a notable journey to Syria. During one of his travels, Hashim married Salma, the daughter of Amr from the Bani Adi bin an-Najjar tribe in Medina. They spent some time together in Medina, where Salma became pregnant. Tragically, Hashim passed away in Gaza, Palestine, in 497 AD, leaving behind his pregnant wife in Medina. After his death, Salma gave birth to a son, Abdul-Muttalib, whom she named Shaiba due to the white hair on his head. Hashim's legacy continued through his children. He had 4 sons, Asad, Abu Saifi, Nadla, and Abdul-Muttalib, and 5 daughters, Ashifa, Khalida, Daifa, Rakaya, and Jannah. Abdul-Muttalib, the son of Hashim, inherited the responsibility of providing food and water to the pilgrims. This responsibility was first taken by his uncle, al-Muttalib bin Abmanaf, who was known for his honesty and generosity. When Abdul-Muttalib was a young boy, al-Muttalib learned about him and traveled to Medina to bring him to Mecca. Upon seeing the boy, tears filled al-Muttalib's eyes as he embraced him. Though eager to take Abdul-Muttalib to Mecca, the boy refused to go without his mother's consent. Al-Muttalib had to convince her, explaining that her son would restore his father's authority and live near the sacred house. When they arrived in Mecca, people mistook young Abdul-Muttalib for a slave. Al-Muttalib clarified, "He is my nephew, the son of my brother Hashim." The boy was raised in al-Muttalib's house and became beloved by the people of Mecca. After al-Muttalib's death in Bardman, Yemen, Abdul-Muttalib took over his responsibilities. He upheld his family's prestige and honor, earning deep love and high esteem from the people of Mecca through his honorable behavior. After the death of al-Muttalib, Nawfal usurped Abdul-Muttalib's responsibilities. Abdul-Muttalib sought help from the Quraysh, but they refused to support him. Unable to find support in Mecca, Abdul-Muttalib wrote to his uncles from Bani an-Najjar, his mother's brothers, in Medina for help. His uncle, Abu Sa'd bin Adi, led 80 horsemen to Mecca. Abdul-Muttalib received the men and invited them to go to his house, but Abu Sa'd said, "Not before I meet Nawfal." He found Nawfal sitting with some old men of Quraysh in the shade of Al-Kaaba. Abu Sa'd drew his sword and said, "I swear by Allah that if you don't restore to my nephew what you have taken, I will kill you with this sword." Nawfal was compelled to return what he had usurped from Abdul-Muttalib. The Quraysh elders witnessed this, and Abu Sa'd then joined Abdul-Muttalib at his house for a brief stay before returning to Medina. Following this, Nawfal allied with Bani Abshams bin Abmanaf against Bani Hashim. In response, the tribe of Khuzai allied with Bani Hashim, leading to significant future conflicts, including the conquest of Mecca. Abdul-Muttalib received a divine order in his dream to dig the Zamzam well. He did that and found treasures buried by the Jurham tribe when they were forced to evacuate Mecca. The treasure included swords, armors, and the 2 deer of gold. Abdul-Muttalib used the gold from the swords and deer to make the gate of Al-Kaaba and started the tradition of providing Zamzam water to pilgrims. The Quraysh demanded a share in the Zamzam well, but Abdul-Muttalib claimed that Allah had chosen him alone for this honor. They agreed to consult Bani Sa'd's diviner. On their way to the diviner, Allah showed signs confirming Abdul Muttalib's right to the Zamzam well. In gratitude, he vowed to sacrifice one of his sons if he had 10. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history of the Arabian Peninsula and the prophetic family. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories. See you next time. Watch more. Subscribe for more fascinating history.